back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my unpopular opinions. So I wrote all of my ideas in this notebook, and it's really helpful if you're trying to start a YouTube channel. I definitely recommend putting all your ideas and stuff in a notebook. But anyway, let's get to business. So my first unpopular opinion is Snapchat. Well, I deleted Snapchat about a couple months ago, and the reason for that was it was just getting too gossipy and a lot of drama on there, and honestly, I don't miss it. When I deleted it, I was like, oh, okay. I never had that temptation to re-download it, so that's nice. Next, we have Twitter. So, Twitter for me is honestly kind of pointless. I mean, I wanted to see what it was like, so I made an account, and I didn't really understand it. It was really confusing, and honestly, I feel like Twitter is just about tea and politics, really. If you're into that, then go right ahead. I have designer brands. Now, designer brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all that good stuff, is honestly, it's pretty cool to have, a Gucci sweatshirt or something, but I hate when people have a whole, closet of designer brands, and they, how they have, those sets where they have, their logo all over. No. Just no. It doesn't look good. You don't dress. You be lazy and you just pick, oh, well, that goes together with that, so I'm just gonna wear it. No. Of people not caring about school. Now, people joke about how, school's a prison and stuff, but honestly, school's not that bad. Besides the homework and the hours, and sometimes the teachers and students, it's really not that bad. I mean, people not caring about school, to me, is honestly just dumb, especially at my age. In middle school, school is pretty easy. When you get to high school and stuff, you have to do, SATs, ACTs, Regents, all that types of stuff to prepare you for college, which is, so much harder and so much more studying. Then I have women in sports. And my opinion, women in sports is just so empowering. Even if you are a male, males have ruled the sport game for decades, and it's time for us. There's this whole new thing coming out with the U.S. women's national team and that pay gap, and they're pushing for equality, which is really good. Then I have the trends, Yeezys. Now, everyone in my grade has pretty much bought those shoes. I see people around with those shoes, and I'm like, okay. They look like a regular pair of shoes. I don't really see what's the hype about it, but, people just think it looks good. Honestly, I don't really find that great of an interest in them, but. Astrology and Zodiac symbols. Well, astrology and Zodiac symbols, honestly, I feel like astrology is kind of interesting and stuff. At the beginning of summer, I was really interested in it. And then Zodiac signs, honestly, by this point, I think they're kind of, what's the word? They're kind of pointless, to be honest with you. And honestly, I feel like if I was say I'm a Gemini, say I was an Aries, right? And they have all these Instagram posts about oh, Geminis do that or Aries do that. And I'd probably be able to relate to each of them somehow, some way, because in my mind I'm like, oh, I'm an Aries. I should be able to relate to that. School suspensions and out of school suspensions. To me, honestly, they're kind of pointless. Kids, they'll go on vacation, and you'll see them out, maybe at a restaurant or something, and they have out of school suspension. I'm like, what was the point of that? You know, if you're just gonna basically have a free day, and then in school suspension you miss school work, like classwork and stuff, and yeah, you kind of just sit there for the whole day, and what? The kids don't learn anything from that. Like, let's be real here. If you've gone in school suspension or out of school suspension, did you really not do what you were doing again? Did you really be like this all-star, well-mannered person? No. Then we go into more of the fun stuff. Sleeping with socks on. Look, I do it, and some people think it's weird, but especially during winter, it's cold. Like, I just want to be warm and don't want to wake up feeling my feet freeze. I don't think you want to either, but it's just a controversial opinion. It's my opinion. Then we have face masks and beauty. To be honest with you, like beauty products, I don't really see the appeal in them. Like, I'm not really a makeup fan or anything like that. And beauty masks, I don't know. I've never tried them before, so I can't really have like a strong opinion on them. But I've tried like skin products and stuff in the past, and they don't really work. Like, they don't really work. For me, my skin just gets used to it and doesn't change. Like, maybe in like the first week, it'll be like, you'll see a really good difference, and then it'll just get used to it, and it'll be, on to the next product. Cereal first, then milk. I know people that put their milk first and then their cereal. And I'm just like, why? Why? Because cereal first, I mean, that's kind of how it's always been. I do that. I mean, people complain that it gets mushy, but that is only if you let it. And if you put the milk in first, you might overfill it. Like, then you have to put way more cereal even if you don't want to have that much. Because you don't put the same amount of milk and cereal in a bowl. Mushrooms. Honestly, people who eat like mushrooms all the time and love them, I'm sorry, but I hate them. They're so mushy and gross, and they just don't taste good. Dressing older than you actually are. Well, I myself am almost 13. I'm 13 in only a couple months, and I think I dress pretty relative to my age. I mean, I know there are some girls out there and boys that dress way mature. I mean, there's some JoJo Siwas and Daniela Bergolis, and I'm not giving any hate to them, but I'm just saying that I feel like there's a time and place for that, and your age is just a number, but where to the point do you break that, you know? I mean, it's also a scary thing for, pedophiles and stuff. They don't see your age, they see what you're wearing. Danielle Cohen. It's a big topic going on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. But recently, actually, I saw on YouTube that she had a YouTube video of her and her ex-boyfriend breaking up, and there have been some suspicions of her being 13. I am almost 13, which is crazy, but she claims that she is 15. And honestly, I don't really know what to think about it. I kind of just want to see the full evidence first. I mean, even though they leaked a birth certificate, I don't know if that's real. But there have been more on the side where she's 13 than she's 15. But she can't drive for 3 more years if she is 13. And, time will tell, really. I mean, in the next year or two, if she's not driving and that new car she bought is still in her garage, maybe there's something up, you know? But to be honest with you, I'm not Danielle Cohen crazy. Like, I see some of her YouTube videos and stuff, but honestly, I can't watch through the whole thing. Like, some of it's too much for me. Like, I watched some of the, like, the edits of, oh, Danielle Cohen's brother being, you know, honest for 2 straight minutes. Yeah, I watched that because I really like to hear other people's opinions. Well, besides that, I only have Messi or Ronaldo. So, I hate when people ask me this question sometimes because it's like, what about all the other female athletes and soccer players? Like, what about them? Why does it have to be Messi or Ronaldo? Because they are claimed, quote unquote, the best. What about Alex Morgan? What about Hope Solo? What about Ellen White? What about Sam Kerr? Like, what about all these other players? Why does it have to be Messi or Ronaldo? But if you really want my opinion on this, honestly, neither. I know there's this big hype of Messi and Ronaldo, but honestly, I am an Ibrahimovic fan all the way. I've seen many of his games, and LA Galaxy fan, even though I'm not from LA. I really like to see how he plays, and his goals, some of them are just amazing and breathtaking. But he takes such leadership, which I really look up to. Society standards. And honestly, this hits me hard at home because I don't exactly fit the average society standard. Like, I am not I don't have blonde hair or blue eyes or, you know, stick thin. I'm not. I break a lot of society standards, and I think that we should start to accept breaking them more and not even having to break them, like just being our normal, unique selves. Like, why does everyone have to look like Emma Chamberlain or Hannah Maloche? Be these quirky Visco girls and stuff? Why can't we just be ourselves and be accepted? That is it for this video. Comment down below more unpopular opinions you want to hear from me and other videos. Don't forget to subscribe down below, like the video, turn on notifications, and check out my other videos. Bye!